You know, what may seem like not much for some is a whole lot for others. Every day I've been trying to come. Today Lisa got upset because I just asked her for an hour and a half to myself while my son is still there and I don't have to worry about her. I know she would be okay for an hour and a half by herself. However, with everything transpiring, I just want to make sure she's safe. But this hill here, from that tree down there, might not look like much. But to somebody with heart disease, a bypass, lung issues, who hasn't been very active for 2 years, that's a lot. But I'm getting better. And I make sure to ground myself every day and connect to what gives me peace. See that pine tree in the middle? I don't know. This tree here, if I had to guess, it's at least 300 years old. Or this one here. So beautiful. Anyhow, life is funny, you know? It's real funny. Turns out, I owe everybody a great apology, and I truly am sorry. When I tell you I've been learning and trying to act like I know what I'm doing on these stupid apps, I truly didn't, because I legit had no clue that me, myself, and I somehow was live. My whole entire life has been broadcasted. And I can't apologize enough, especially to Lisa and my kids, because they're the ones closest to me. And my ex. Which I'm not gonna sell all my suspicions away, because there's just some that still don't make sense. But yeah, like when I'm up dancing and I'm crying because my husband defiled me and, you know, had a sore in my nose from blowing my nose and talk about nose candy and stuff, y'all are dead wrong. Y'all just assume anything and everything to dislike somebody. But see, what y'all didn't know is who I am. And I'm built for this, because it's been my entire life. So if you thought you were going to hurt my feelings, you did. I ain't gonna lie, you did. For a millisecond. But yeah, I know exactly who I am. So with that being said, sorry for you. You know I'm not perfect. Nobody is. Isn't that why Jesus died on the cross for us? So they tell us, right? I'm not a holy roller. And there's something going on with that church, too, that Lisa is not telling me all about. Some days she wants to go. I don't know if somebody's trying to manipulate her wants and needs. I don't know. But just know that I know she's not entirely happy, and that tells me a whole lot. But that's her choice. It's what she wants. So it's what she'll get. Look at that. Now see, I'm very much a seasonal person. No clouds in the sky. It was very rare that we had that much sun. Ask and you shall receive. Trust me, I've been asking all day for some sunlight. Direct sunlight. But 'tis the season. After this, and another week, I'll show you guys. It is so bright with the most beautiful colors. The most beautiful colors. They're starting to turn. And that's beauty. But when it all dies and it's off the tree, I'm not too ashamed to admit I'm the first one crying. I cry like a baby. I do. It hurts my soul to see it all go. But truly, how dumb could I be to not figure it out? But one thing I did learn from watching a certain social media person who I had this crazy love-hate relationship with. And by the way, if by chance you're watching, just know I was truly genuine. And everything with your wife I seen in my very, very best friend, my heart soul. Could we have been there? Yes. Did we both want to try? Yes. Did both of us know we had very strong personalities and one not bend for the other? Yes. Did she used to call worried about her first wife, who she loved till the day she died? Absolutely worried. But see, that woman tried to point the finger and make me a villain. She was severely injured by a DV situation no woman should go through. However, she played that on my best friend. Every time the party ran out or they were arguing, and I'm not saying she was right, because I know my time was not easy, and I give everybody who was with her, except for the last one, she don't get shit. But yeah, I give them their props, because it takes a special kind of strength to be with somebody like that. That's why I was able to relate to you, social media content creator, and your wife. That's why. And that's why I could tell you things to try to help her. Because if she just would have called me, she'd still be here. And Janny. And even Carol, who I knew briefly, but we talked. We weren't out there. I met her out once years ago. She was young, adorable, reminded me of Kim, an ex-girlfriend. But she knew that I can relate, so we spoke often online. And yeah, so I know the pain. So they used to call me all the time. But baby, you don't have to bang your head against the door or the floor to get somebody to feel bad for you. And when I asked her, I said, do you go to any of her doctor's appointments? No, she won't let me. What the frick you mean she won't let you? So you just believe everything that magically comes out of that woman's mouth. Like she went around and told everybody that I hid my son in Barbados because she was dating a state trooper. Good Lord. Yeah. I know I heard that voice last night. You can't tell me I didn't. But let me tell you something. If you have not learned your lesson by now, that I am exactly who the hell I say I am. I'm not perfect, and neither are you, sweetheart. Neither are you. But I tell you what, I damn sure didn't go to mine and say my heart's gonna blow up, or this is gonna happen, or that's gonna happen. But no, you can't come to the doctors. That's the first person I wanted. You wanna know why? Because it wasn't lies. How does she say? Clock it. Right? Yeah. So maybe you need to start some truth telling about yourself. But I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to hand that up to God. Okay? I'm going to hand that up to God. So maybe if you're a little more honest, yeah, because we're all guilty, and I'm not saying I never did it. You know what I mean? Point fingers to get things off of me or so I don't look so bad. We all do it. It's the human goddamn experience, people. We all do. But the good side out of this, perception, right? The word of the month is perception. The good side out of this is that creator taught me, love or hate, there's money to be made. But I'm going to spread love. And if y'all want to watch and continue to hate on that, so be it. But when I figure this shit out, the same people I asked for help who had $16,000 in their pocket, I said, hey, can you loan me this for till my taxes came? Which, by the way, was 4 days later. You shitted on me, right? You talking about picking sides. Oh, baby, you picked a side a long time ago. You think I forgot. But I still love you, and I'm still not going to judge you, even with all the shitty shit I've seen. But, Tashi, if you're watching this, baby, you got an amazing heart. And I want to talk to you about a proposition. I love y'all. Take care. And you will never, ever in your life break me. Because I'm built for this shit.